Hi, so welcome to the Inspiration series. Today we are going to talk about a different book. So today's book is The Promise of a Pencil by Adam Braun. A very interesting book. I thought I have to share this, and so I'm going to talk about what makes this book special and just the story of an amazing person. So this book is about what a single person can do to impact or change so many lives when he's driven by a strong purpose in his life to help others and to make world as such a better place. This is a story of Adam Braun. So Adam Braun shares how he left his job at an elite management consulting firm, Bain and Company, to found his organization, which is titled Pencils of Promise. It's a for purpose, he calls it as a for purpose organization that builds schools in the developing world. Now, to give just a brief background, how it all started. So, Adam, like going through college, he enrolled in a semester type of program. It is called Semester at Sea program, where he traveled on a ship to all the developing countries to understand like what is the culture, what are the problems, or how the world is. So the culture around the globe. He's traveling and in that semester, and now when he's on the tour, so instead of collecting a small trinket or as a souvenir or from each place, he decided that he would ask one question to each child per country and just collect that answers and present it as his final project. Now he asked this question: if you could have anything in the world, what would you want the most? Okay, so this was his question he's asking, but he gets like different answers, like, but nothing like the answer shook him. Nothing like you would say like kids would ask for a video game or an iPad or things like that. But he was just surprised at the answers he received. So he narrated this in a chapter that when he was in India traveling, and he asked a young boy, like he was on a train station, I think begging or something like that, and he asked a young boy that same question: what would you if you could have anything in the world, what would you like? And he said, that boy answered, a pencil. He asked him again, are you sure? Just think, if you could have anything in the world, what would you want? And his answer was still pencil. And this is so touching. I was so touched by this moment, this like, and this was the turning moment in his life as well. Something as small as a pencil, like we have like hundreds lying around just in the house, something as small as a pencil can bring joy in someone's life. Like, and he was also moved, and he saw this as a symbol of hope, opening a world of possibilities with education. Because that boy, he grabbed that pencil, he grabbed a paper, and he started drawing or doing something with it. And uh, that's where this journey of his organization began, the Pencils of Promise. So he decided that his mission is to help build schools for all those children who do not have any place to get education. But the like, having a spark of the moment is a different thing, but converting that idea into action is very important. Like, I think everyone has that sparks of inspiration or sparks of things, but very few people take actually an action on that thought or on that inspiration. So I think what is great about Adam is he took that step. He initiated that thought into an action. So the real struggle of his life starts when he decides, like, the idea formalizes in his mind, and he decides to leave his secured, like, well earning six-figure job and start a not for profit company without any backing. Now he has narrated the dilemma very well. It's never easy to jump into the unknown. How he navigated through his thought process and decided to listen to his heart about all the, like, job security, all the sane suggestions from the crowd, and the resistance from his own family, everything. At one point, he explains, like when he went to open a bank account as a first step to for POP, and he asked the bank clerk what is the minimum amount to open the account, and the answer was $25. So he deposited $25 to open the account, and that's it. That was the beginning. What a humble beginning. Then he started like with small fundraisers, like for his birthday party, he would ask his friend, like, instead of giving me the gift, donate the gift to the cause. And then a New Year's party and a small event, and things like that. And then he scaled it on a bigger level. So I think like everyone has big dreams, like with now this is for a cause, or this is what his passion was. But even in everyone's life, everyone has a big dream. But what is important is there is always that one first small step in the direction of that goal. And he says, like, don't think what the world needs. Like, okay, world needs to eradicate poverty, to eradicate diseases, or what, how can I help in that? So don't think about that, think about what you can offer and start there. And the rest becomes much easier when you focus on that strength of yours. And this is exactly how he built his first team, just reaching out to friends and his network, and like, okay, can you help me, I'm doing this, and what are you best at? If you could so a person would say, I design websites for my living. So okay, can you build that for POP? A friend said, I don't have any special skills. Do you have time? Okay, volunteer your time to do whatever things, the admin things maybe. So that's how he connected the dots, built the team. I have read so many different books, but why this book stands out is it's not just a story of one person, or one business, or how an empire is built, but this is a very inspiring tale of a visionary man who dared to think and care about others and take an action, and he created a significant impact on the lives. Now, the chapters in the book, they're like the titles of each chapter, they are a quote by itself. Like each chapter heading is a quote by itself. At one point, he explains like how the semester at sea changed him. So before going on that trip, he was very worried about the cultural shock he would get, like traveling to the foreign countries throughout the trip. He was very worried that it would be a cultural shock. But the greatest cultural shock was, he says, about to occur back home. He says, like, when the trip ended and they landed back on the dock, just like looking at the people that have come there to greet. And he says, I was immediately struck by how much bigger Americans were than the people I met abroad. It was so rare to see an overweight person in the developing world. Very true. Okay, even I noticed when first time I landed in Canada. And as Marcel Proust wrote, the real voyage of discovery consists not in seeking new landscapes, but in having new eyes. That was like an aha moment for me. Like, exactly, like, it's just you need that new vision, new perspective to look at things. And that's what makes you human. That's what makes you change the world. So at dinner table, he observed that like the remaining scrapes in the hat, like people, like the family just scraped the excess in trash, and all he could think was that how many people went to sleep hungry in the places that he just visited. And so this trip stirred something deep inside him and gave him a new vision to look at all the things. Even at our house, we have this rule at our dinner table: serve whatever you need and finish what you take in your plate, because maybe the kids have not seen the hunger, haven't seen the poverty. So they can't relate what wasting food means to something else. Um so like I was saying, each chapter, it was like you know, you have that smile in your, not on the face, like in your mind, you feel like, yeah, this is it. Like, you know, it's so heartwarming to read his journey and how he's developing. So in one chapter he writes about his initial days of fundraising, you know, the where the response is very low, no one knows what is pencils of promises. So he started giving presentations to college students, and so at his first presentation, only one student came. Like, there was an advertisement that will be giving a presentation. One student came in Oklahoma University. Out of 35,000 students, one student came, and he was so disappointed. But then he reminded himself that focus on one person in every room. You know, Adam persisted with that heartfelt presentation, and that one student became the enthusiastic pop and ambassador. And she started a campus club, and then it created that ripple effect. So focus on one person. If you could convert that one person for your cause, then your battle is half won. Another chapter he narrates, never take no from someone who can't say yes. So keep trying. And just so profound, like, ask for something to the person who has an ability to grant that. Don't just ask random people to give something that they don't have ability to. Then one more chapter he narrates, like, the title is there is only one chance at first impression. So patience is the key to success. We have heard this so many times, but like in this social media world of ours, it's like instant likes and comments is what we are looking for. It's very easy to boast about your success, to get cheap publicity. But Adam realized that most not-for-profit companies fail to raise the money or cash on that media attention because they are not ready. He waited patiently and built a strong support team, a great website that could handle inquiries and donations, and created that wow effect. The Huffington Post approached him to write a story about POP, but then Adam waited. He said, "Wait, let me reach to a certain level, and then I will give the interview." So he waited 1 year to take advantage of that opportunity. He waited until he was ready to create that wow effect. He waited until he built 15 schools in the developing countries, and then he gave that interview, which was published. The title was How a Backpacker Built 15 Schools with a Pencil. And it created an impact on people, and then the donations started flowing in. As of today, like, if we are April 2021, POP has built 542 schools. Amazing job. And I found his journey very inspiring, motivating, extraordinary. Like, riding through, like, it's not all success, right? There are times where campaigns were not successful, people were not donating, something is not happening. So it's what looks at as an end picture isn't all rosy, right? So the riding through the waves of those failures is not an easy process. But I think he has every tool of the trade that he used so elegantly to build this organization. Like, his great networking skills, his passions and persistence towards his mission, learning from his mistakes. It's not that he didn't make any, so but learning to avoid those mistakes, and handling that not for profit as a business. Like, even though the motive is not profit, but handling the structure of the organization as a business, and building a very strong basic infrastructure. So um, I think that's what made him so successful in his cause. And just the genuineness of the cause, on the feeling. And there is one chapter at the end. It says closing the loop. So Adam defined like key elements for the like as the organization started growing. For Pencils of Promise, he decided there would be some key elements as the culture of our organization. So he started a practice to send handwritten thank you notes to every single donor. Now, whenever we donate to something, we get the tax receipt. So instead of just mailing the tax receipt, he called it close the loop by showing people how they have created an impact by sending the GPS location of the school that was built with the donation that they made. What a wonderful way to convey thank you. And I have decided I'm also going to close the loop by sending him a note acknowledging the impact that he has created on me and helping me to define my purpose and creating that wow effect in my life, like that motivation, inspiration in my life. So do read the book, and if you wish, you can donate to the cause. If you can, I will add the subscription, the description in the link below. And thank you so much for your time, and hope you hope you will read this book and you will find it interesting. And thank you. Bye.